evening, everybody. My name's Lynn McDonald, and tonight I'm going to be covering how to build a strong online customer base. It's a basic step-by-step guide for new distributors. Now, what I will say before I get started, I'm not going to go through the system in its entirety, but it is important tonight, that you learn the system. It's the most important step to a successful Clean Easy business. Your willingness to learn will determine your level of success. That is as simple as that. So your job is to learn the simple system, and our job is to teach you the simple system. Now tonight, I am not going to be covering how to get your Facebook group up and running. Most of the people that I'm working with and the new people that the team are working with do get their groups set up fairly quickly, quite often within a couple of hours or a few hours. However, if you've not set up your group, go to www.makemoneyfromfb.com and click the members area. There's a password which is Rhino in capitals, RHINO, and go in there and just find the video for getting started on Facebook. So this is for after you've got your group up and running. Now, did you know that you actually get help for Facebook? I came across this a few weeks ago, www.facebookcom/groups/admin/tips.pdf. Now, if you didn't manage to get that, if you can't write quickly enough before I change the page, or your pen stopped working, or you simply don't have one, then you can email me, lynn.cleaneasy@googlemail.com, and I will send that information to you. But this page actually gives you information on how to build your Facebook group. So that's straight from Facebook. So there may be tips in there that we haven't given you. So the system is, once you've got your group up and running, you want to put at least 15 to 20 products on it. There is no point in inviting somebody into your group if you don't have products in your shop. You wouldn't open a shop in a high street without products. So a minimum of 15 to 20 products, and as I say, getting started on Facebook will take you through all that. Next, you want to add all your friends to the group and actively promote it, and add 3 to 4 products every day, but I'll talk about that bit as we go through the presentation. Now, the way that you add your friends, you can see here on your group page, there is a bit that says invite. This is it here. Invite or add members. Now, all I do is go through the alphabet. So there I've put in an A, and you'll see the names pop down, and you just click add to group, and once you go through this list, more A's will come, and then B, and then C, and then D, and go just through the alphabet, adding people to your group. Okay, it's a good idea to post a message on your timeline and your group. Here's a wee example. I've just started my new online business and it's going really well. I've added my friends to my online Facebook shop. I'd love to know what you think, so please have a wee look and let me know. That's just one example. Or you might just want to post on your timeline and ask all your friends to join the group and to support your new business. Now, the last wee bit there is just some people don't feel comfortable adding all their friends in case they get upset with them. What I will say is I haven't had anybody getting upset. I might have had a couple of people leaving my group. That's fair enough if they don't like the product set, but generally people, especially friends, are okay with it. But if you're a wee bit concerned, you can also put, if you'd like to be removed from the group, just click the join button and it'll give you the option to leave the group. And they can then click and prevent, as you can see below, they just click that box and prevent other members from adding them again, which has happened to me. One guy, a friend of a friend, kept saying, "Why do you keep adding me?" I don't. Somebody else is. And they were doing it on a mobile phone, so they weren't getting that prevent other members from adding. So if you feel a little bit uncomfortable or more confident by adding it, and just we'll be sorry to see you go, but thanks very much for looking. So the post goes in line. You're promoting your group to your friends and family on your status. You're promoting the group and letting people know, you know, what it's all about. And also another idea that a lot of people do, and I would recommend, is to send a personal message. Now, some people recommend to send to selected friends, or you can send to all of them. The reason it is selected is simply because some people have, like my friend, for example, had over 5,000 friends on his group. So to personal message to them, which I would still do 10 at a time, but to selected friends are all of them, but just something like this. "Hi Kathy, I've just started my new online business and it's going really well. I've added you to my online Facebook shop. I'd love to know what you think, so please have a wee look at it and let me know. Would you do me a wee favour, please, and add all your friends?" Being a bit greedy here. Add any of your friends that you might think would like my stuff. I would say add all my friends, or you might want to be a bit more subtle and say add any of your friends that might like my stuff. Thanks very much. And then put the link to either the iCatalogue or the K-Life website. But make sure you're logged in. And if you're new and you don't know how to get the links, speak to the person who introduced you before you share anything from K-Life or cleaneasy.com, because it's very, very, very important that you are logged in. But I'm sending the iCat to friends and family and selected people. It's really, really handy. At this stage, you may want to add, "By the way, I'm looking for people who are wanting to make money from Facebook. Do you know anybody?" Personally, I would do it at this stage, but everybody's confidence level is different and everybody's choices are different. Some people want to concentrate on the sales and the selling side of the group, and some people want to concentrate on building a business, but it's your business and it's entirely up to you. Your first sales, generally your first sales will come from your friends and family that you've added. Not always. I've had people saying nobody's bought. It's just a numbers game. But generally, I find that people get sales from friends and family when they get that group and add their friends into the group. And of course, by adding more products on a daily basis, you'll hopefully continue to get more sales from your customers. Your first customers are coming from your friends and family. Now, to develop and grow your selling group and online customer base, we post in the buying and selling groups. To develop and grow your selling group and online customer base, we post in the buying and selling groups. When we're doing the catalogues door to door, we blanket drop to hundreds, sometimes thousands of houses in order to find our customer base. And we do this for 15 weeks. So on Facebook, we post 2 or 3 products a day on 50 to 60 buying and selling groups. And then this is how we build up our online selling group and online customer base. Now, this selling group that you're building up, if you're wanting to build a team, it can also be used for team building, because what you're building at the same time is a massive, massive prospect list. But I think it's a good idea to get the sales side of it right so that you can get an income check. That way you will benefit from the prospects that you have there, because you can share your income check with them. And that's been successfully bringing people into the business just by sharing your check. So how to find and advertise on external groups? I start locally and then work my way out from there. So it's up to you, but I find psychologically I get more sales for the local areas. I get sales up and down the country, but people tend to buy more for you locally. So I always post local first, and so I add them first. So just go to the search bar and type in your local area. Less loading I've put there, and that'll flag up lots of different groups. Now here what you see is my groups, and they're all buying and selling groups because I've that's basically what I'm on. However, when you do this for the first time, you will see loads of groups, and you just want to go through them and find the groups that are relevant to you and your business. You know, you don't maybe want to advertise in computer repairs, West Lothian. You want buying and selling groups, selling Gumtree, EB type selling. There is literally hundreds and thousands, and the more that you do it, just quickly go back there because there's something I missed out. There is absolutely thousands, and the more that you do it, the more groups that you get recommended. Facebook will recommend groups. So when you put I meant to point out that when you pop the error in, these will come up, but you do want to click groups. You've got top results there, you've got pages, profiles, and you want to click groups because it's groups we want to advertise on and not pages. We recommend you don't add too many groups at one time. It doesn't always create a problem, but sometimes it can flag up as suspicious activity. You may end up getting a Facebook ban from posting for a week or two. We call it Facebook jail. They tend to not like us doing free advertising. So if you're generating loads of different activity and doing it really quickly, the computers are clever, Facebook are clever, they can pick up on that and you get wee bans. So maybe add 10 or so and then have a wee break and ask your sponsor to add you to some. They're likely to be in loads in your area and they will quite happily add you to them. And to be perfectly honest with you, that doesn't flag up any suspicious activity. So it's a good way of doing it. So you're adding in your Facebook groups, building them up. What you see here down the left hand side are the ones that I've clicked on as favourites. And when I first got started, this is how I posted. I clicked all my favourites, and I think the favourites here, all the way down, I think you can hold about 30 or 40 on your page, and then you have to go in to this next page and start posting from this, which is very time consuming because you have to keep scrolling down to find it, keep scrolling down. So we have come up with a better system. So what you do is you highlight all your groups, just copy and paste, highlight the whole lot. Now, if you're new, you'll probably only be adding 10 groups at a time. So open up an Excel document and add your groups right away so that you're doing it as you go along. And everything will be on your Excel document. So you just do that, and then you paste to your Excel document. Now I have put a training today on the McDonald's Rhino group. This actual training on how to open and use your Excel document. But basically you would paste them on here, and then all you do is click. You click that, and it would take you to the page that you clicked. So when you're posting on Facebook, this would be your daily routine. You would log into your Facebook account and go to your group. You select your products, frame them, and then post them on your own group. You then open up your Excel document for your groups. Put the mouse over the selected group, right click, and it takes you to the group. Ta-da! And if you've seen that video today, on the group, which will also be on the Earn Money from Facebook YouTube channel, you'll see exactly how this is done, but it's very, very labour saving. It's just much quicker and simpler. Just open your Excel document, you can put them into categories, then it's opened up at that page there, pop your product on that you want, and then just go back to your Excel document and click on the next group, and so on. And it's just so much quicker, but it also helps you keep all your groups organised. And if you want to, you could also put them into categories, baby groups, gardening groups, that type of thing. So, responding to customers. This is a really, really important part. You have to keep an eye on your notifications, because they're not limitless. They don't go for infinity. There was only a certain amount of these notifications, and then they get outdated. You don't see them anymore. So this little icon here that looks like the world, you can see two there. It's called notifications. And not everybody who's interested is going to leave a comment. Sorry, not everybody who's interested is going to personal message you. They normally leave a comment, a question about the product. So what you want to do is check your notifications here on a consistent basis and respond to any comments. Always like the comment. This notifies the customer that you've seen it. This also takes your advert back to the top. That particular group that you're posting in. If it's a question about buying it, just say I'll respond. I will personal message you. Thanks very much, Mary. I'll personal message you. If it's a question, answer it. Every bit of activity is good because it keeps on taking your post, but it means that more and more people see it. So the activity is really, really necessary and important. If somebody just likes the product, leave a comment and say something. I do this every time, and this builds my selling group. Thanks for the like, Mary. If you would like any more information or you'd like to buy, please just message me. Also, have you seen my online group? And I actually put the link, not Lynn Max online shop. I put the link. Now, I know that people are having problems with the link if they put it in the body of their post when they're advertising the product. But we don't have problems with the links in the comments, when you put it in the comments. And what that does do is it opens up your shop, your group, in the buying and selling group, opens up your cover photograph, and you'll get invitations from people to join your group and more interest. And I actually built up an extra 1,500 people in 1 month doing this, right? So it works. So always at every opportunity, promote your online group. And that's just to let you see what happens when you look down there. You can see Lorraine Auld likes your photo in Lynn Max shop. Now, even in the shop, I respond to it because it's keeping interaction. Thanks for the like, Lorraine. You know, if you want any more info or you'd like to buy it, or please share with your friends the group, feel free. All the interaction, the more people that see your group, she's liking. So sometimes it'll say buying and selling groups. So keep an eye on your notifications. So, some tips in the selling process. Keep an eye on messages from non-friends. You get quite a lot of them, especially with the team building side section. That is up at the message area. If you click on, you'll see inbox and you'll see message requests. Like the customer comment, as I said previously. Respond in comments section with I'll message you. Send a friend's request. Comment below the likers of your advert in all groups. Respond to a comment via personal message if they're interested in the product. Chat as a person, professional, but as an individual, because we're actually building brand you. You're an individual, you're not a business. That's how we have to be on Facebook. When you're getting people are interested in the products, you have to gain commitment from them to make sure that order gets fulfilled, and it's just by asking for the name and address, telephone number, unless it's I direct to them using the PayPal facility, which there is a training on the web page on how to use the PayPal link on your web page. But unless you're using the PayPal link, you need to get the name, the phone number, and an address. And, you know, that just confirms and consolidates. Let them know that you'll give them a ring when the product arrives. Tell them the day the products are going to be delivered and when it's likely to be available. It's all being consolidated. And obviously, when they're buying from you, you want to add them to your group. Write out an order form. This is for your records, not theirs, because I found that it was chaotic in the early stages. I tried to do it in a book where I changed to just writing an order form, have a pile of order forms, nice and easy. Message to confirm when it's available and arrange your delivery or their collection, and give them a clean, easy OK Life catalogue. It's up to you which one. I would give them both. There's plenty of choices there. Some people love the Clean Easy catalogue more than the K-Life, and some people love the K-Life. It's, you know, horses for courses. So just a wee quick recap on what we've been through tonight. Post 50 to 60 products on external groups per day. Be consistent. Use a weekly planner and things to-do list. Learn the system, watch the videos again. Take advantage of the likes and comments. And most importantly, something we haven't discussed tonight is set goals and targets. When I was doing this, when I first experimented with it, I had a target of £100 a day. And I was basically getting between 80 and 100 every single day. I was falling short a little bit. But I find targets push and drive you. I select products that are a little bit more expensive. Duvet covers are great. So if I only get 3 or 4 orders, I'm going to hit that target in my £100. So set these goals and set those targets. It's really, really important in your business to have something to aim towards. Checklist. I think there's a bit of duplication going on here today, but it doesn't matter. Duplication is the power of success. But post at different times of the day. Have a follow-up system and use your planner. And check your message requests, notifications regularly. Advertise your shop at every opportunity, and then add them to your group. There's a little duplication there. That was an error on my part because I was redoing the training tonight. So how to protect your Facebook account. If you're new to Facebook or you're new to selling on Facebook, it's important that you remember it's a social media. So be visible as a person as well as a business. Use your timeline for personal posts and photographs. Now I know the people we're chatting to tonight that most of you are already doing that, but this has been recorded for your new people. And some people start a Facebook group up just for their Clean Easy K-Life business, and if that's the case, we have to teach them how to be visible, how to use their own status, you know, put pictures of your dog, whatever on it. It could be videos that you like, funny videos. Space out your adverts when posting in groups. It's the same as when you're adding people and other things. It could, if you put 50, 60, 100 groups all at once, post them all at once, that could flag up as suspicious activity. So they recommend maybe add 10, 15, 20 adverts, go away, pick some more products, go away, do something else, and then come back. Just leave gaps in between it so that there's nothing suspicious, because we don't want these Facebook bans. But what I would recommend is you also add a friend or spouse, husband, wife, partner as admin, so that if you do get a ban, it only lasts a couple of weeks, but it's very frustrating. We call it Facebook jail. If you do get a ban, you can just use your other administrator to post. So that would be a good tip to take on board. Ask your sponsor to add your groups, as I said before, and only ever use edited photographs. That isn't how getting started on Facebook, but the reason for this is some of the photographs, the cookies from Facebook can trace back to K-Life, and then they recognise it as a business and they generate immediate bans. One of them was the butterfly jewellery box. Anytime people posted that, they got a ban right away, and that's what helped us discover how to get around it. So thank you to the butterfly jewellery box, because we now learn that if you just pop a little frame on it or change the photograph in some way, shape, I recommend the little frame, then that won't happen. Common mistakes. This is what I find common mistakes in people who are not getting the results at the rate they want to get the results. Not posting 3 to 4 products on their own group daily. That is the biggest mistake that I've came across when people get started online selling, because we get so focused on buying and selling on the buying and selling groups. It becomes very addictive. You post. I'll just do one more. It's really, really, really addictive because you're generating business for you, income for you, but because of that, we can forget about our own groups sometimes. And that's the reason that we're doing it on the buying and selling groups. We're building on the buying and selling groups and selling on them so that we can build our online group from them so that one day we won't have to go in the buying and selling groups. Though I'm not sure if I want to stop doing that. But you won't have to if you don't want to. You won't have to if you don't want to. You'll just have enough customers in your own group that you can generate sales just by posting your daily products. Not posting in 50 to 60 external groups daily a couple of products. They may do it once, they may do 10, the next day 20, the next 30, 10, 5, none. It has to be consistent. It's exactly the same as the catalogues. You have to be consistent activity. No planner. Here, there, everywhere. Don't understand the system. Watch the video trainings more than once. The amount of people that watch the videos once and think they know it from there, you actually don't. We only remember, I think, 10% if you don't take notes and 25% if you do take notes. Turn it into your own words and you'll remember 75%. So the trainers learn quicker. Lack of consistency, which goes back to the other 2 or 3 points, not taking advantage of the likes, the comments and the notifications, and lack of interaction in the group and other groups. And that is covered on the training videos on makemoneyfromfb.com, where you can find them in the members area. So as I said there, after a period of time, the majority of sales should come through your own group. You can also use it to build a team, which you can see in the team building on Facebook and is covered on these webinars. As we're building our selling group, we're building a massive, massive prospect list. So your customer base is a massive prospect list. Everybody in your group is a potential prospect for the business. And we will cover team building on Facebook and team building out with Facebook.